Hello, Rasi. Alright, great work. Very impressed. It's good to see you continuing. So let's go. University education has grown in importance over the last few decades. Grammatically perfect. Some cite. But remember, some is plural. Okay? So we can't put an S on there for third singular person. So, I'm sure I've said this before, but you may have just forgotten. What could we say in experts but cite that these days tertiary students focus more on freedom rather than studies? Good. Profoundly disagree with the idea. Due to the amount of work volume on the students, due to the amount of work placed on the students and the nature of the competitive labour market. Very good. First undergraduates are becoming increasingly stressful with humongous workloads, or with a humongous load of work. I would have said with humongous workloads, which are required to submit on due dates. Okay. I'm sure we said due before. Due. Okay. It's nothing serious, don't worry about it. This is because current semester curriculum, current semester curriculums offer frequent assignments as well as end of term examinations, or exams, probably better. For example, recent studies by Harvard University have revealed that in the UK, 60% of university students are engaged with assignments for 3 days per week. Therefore, it is clear that assignment-orientated teaching method has curtailed students' freedom. Very good. Good vocabulary there. Excellent. We could have just deleted method there. That assignment-orientated teaching has curtailed students' freedom. Okay, also check your Saxon genitive. We put the S next to the T and then we put a comma after the S because this is a plural. Okay, and the freedom belongs to the student. So it's so it's plural. Students' freedom. Sounds the same when we're talking, but it's written differently. Okay. Also another thing. We could have just said by Oxford University. It just seems a little better because you said in the UK. So you could say, or you say in the US, and then it corresponds with Harvard. That's all. It just seems crazy, or just seems unlikely that Harvard would study UK students when they're based in the US, and it's a US academic institution already. Okay, don't worry about it though. Secondly, there is ample evidence to suggest that undergraduates lack free time under the modern labour market concept. Good. This is due to the fact that it is essential to acquire more credentials for the future job perspectives to overcome widespread unemployment. Good. For example, the University of Melbourne, researchers have shown, or even better, for example, researchers from the University of Melbourne have shown that 35% of students follow several relevant additional courses to avert foreseeable career revivals. To avert foreseeable career challenges. As a consequence, if tertiary education continues gaining in popularity, there will be less freedom for students. Very good. To conclude, although higher education opportunities have spread widely, it isn't just to say that students have too much freedom with less study. Therefore, I am completely against this statement. Full stop. Okay, it is predicted that there will be more worries about university education in the future. Fine. Very, very good. Relevant, valuable, and detailed sentences. Good work. With some great vocabulary in there as well. In fact, Rasi, I think this is one of the best ones you've done so far, so keep up the good work. 168. Remember the limit's 165, okay? Maybe you want to pause the video and just see where you could delete some sentences now, before I give you my advice. So the two pie charts illustrate the world's, we don't need capital W, it's the organisation, isn't it? World Care Organisation. So two pie charts illustrate reports of England's and Scotland's car ownership in 1999 and 1996 respectively. So what we could have said, just to make it a bit easier, we could have said the two pie charts illustrate England's and Scotland's car ownership over 3 years, comma. The bar chart shows VW owners' sales from 1990 to 1988, or even better, over an 8-year period starting in 1990. Okay, so good work. So that would be the first place we could reduce the word count. 1999, why? Okay. So I guess we're talking about the pie chart. So regarding the pie chart, in 1999, there were two equal largest portions of bought cars and leased cars, or the smallest proportion, 10%, represented shared cars in England. Full stop, not the. In 1996, 60% of the majority. No, we can't say the majority and 65%. It's got to say, in 1996, 65% of Scottish owners bought cars, comma, whereas leased and shared population occupied the remaining 35%. Fine. Well done for grouping them together there. Good sentence, and well done for using whereas as well. But remember your punctuation for whereas. According to the graph, okay, to the line graph maybe, or the line graph, in Scotland, VW owners' sales stood at 180,000 in 1990, decreasing over the next 3 years, and achieved a peak at around 200,000 in 1994. Okay, so we need to say that decreasing over the next 3 years, and then rebounding to a peak of 200,000. Okay, we have to say that there's a turn in direction. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense that they were decreased and then they peaked. Okay, got to mention that change in direction. Okay, what could we say instead of after that the trend was downward? Okay, so we could just say, okay, so we just full stop here. All right. Okay, and then we say, let's see. Sales rebounded to peak at 200,000 in 1994, comma, followed by a downward trend. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting mixed up now because you've said can you see? You're saying they peak in 200,000 in 94, then you said it's downward until 1994, so I don't get that. That needs to be rephrased. In contrast, in England, sales were around 90,000 in 1999, and sales dropped continuously until 1995. Good. The highest sales occurred at around 140,000 in 1997. Good. Overall, it can be clearly seen that the majority of owners bought cars in England and Wales, and VW owners' sales show upward and downward trends for both countries respectively. Fine. That's a really good summary. Good work there. Let's see. Yeah. And it was a difficult chart because there's not only pie charts but line graphs as well. So don't worry about that, Rasi. You did a really good attempt there, and it's a good piece of work. In the next piece of writing, try to use words like followed by, okay, and just be careful of inconsistencies like the one that's highlighted on the screen, okay? So keep on improving. You're doing well, and then send me the next work when you've got it done. All right, buddy? Remember to update your error list, and remember to do a word count as well, and try and edit it yourself and edit it down to the required amount before sending. Okay? Alright, all the best.